Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me for another exciting episode where we explore the fascinating world of English vocabulary. Today, our word of the day is cycle. So, what exactly does cycle mean? Well, as an A2 level noun, cycle refers to a repeated series of events. Think of something that happens again and again in the same order. It's a process that completes itself and then starts anew. We use the word cycle in many different ways in everyday language. For example, we talk about the water cycle, the life cycle of a butterfly, or even the washing machine cycle. Now, let's explore some synonyms for cycle. Synonyms are words that have similar meanings. One synonym for cycle is round. We could say, the Earth completes a round around the sun every year. Another synonym is sequence. For instance, the training program followed a specific sequence of exercises. We can also use the word rotation. For example, the company has a staff rotation policy, so employees get experience in different departments. Another good synonym is pattern. You could say, there's a clear pattern in the weather, with rainy seasons and dry seasons. Finally, another useful synonym is rhythm. An example would be the body follows a natural rhythm of sleeping and waking. Now, let's move on to antonyms. Antonyms are words that have opposite meanings. One antonym for cycle is one-time event. For example, unlike a cycle which repeats, graduating from university is usually a one-time event. Another antonym could be discontinuity. Instead of a continuous loop, there is a break or discontinuity. For example, the sudden power outage caused a discontinuity in the production line. Another word that can serve as an antonym is termination. While a cycle continues, something with a termination ends completely. The contract's termination marked the end of their business relationship. Another antonym is stagnation, which means a lack of movement or progress. The project suffered from stagnation due to lack of funding. Finally, another antonym could be halt, meaning a sudden stop. A sudden halt in production led to delays. So, how can we use cycle in everyday life? Well, we use it all the time. You might say, I need to put the washing machine on another cycle. Or, the seasons follow a yearly cycle. You could even say, my sleep cycle is all messed up after traveling. Here are some more examples of cycle in sentences and phrases. The company went through a cycle of boom and bust. The moon has a cycle of phases, from new moon to full moon. The cycle of life includes birth, growth, and death. We need to break the cycle of poverty. The butterfly's life cycle is fascinating. The recycling cycle helps reduce waste. The water cycle is essential for life on Earth. I'm stuck in a cycle of negative thinking. The business cycle affects the economy. He's been riding his bicycle for a long cycle around the park. The product development cycle includes design, testing, and launch. The news cycle is constantly changing. She's trying to learn a new software development cycle. The environmental impact of the manufacturing cycle is significant. He is a competitive cyclist and trains hard during race cycle. The project involves managing the entire cycle of data collection and analysis. So, to recap, the word cycle means a repeated series of events. We learned some synonyms like round, sequence, rotation, pattern, and rhythm, and some antonyms like one-time event, discontinuity, termination, stagnation, and halt. We also explored how cycle is used in everyday conversations and phrases. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this episode helpful and informative. Now, before you go, I have a small favor to ask. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave us a review. Your support helps other English learners find our show. And finally, I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word cycle and share it as a comment under this video. I'd love to see how you're using the word in your own context. Until next time, happy learning!